This was my first Facebook payout, $137. In case you're wondering, that number was not life-changing, but that number started something that I never expected. Because fast forward to now, Facebook has paid me over $150,000 this year. And here's the crazy part. In the beginning, I wasn't even trying to grow my Facebook page. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how this happened. I'm gonna share with you the mistakes I made, the slow start, and most importantly, the moment that changed everything. So this all starts in February of 2024. And funny enough, my real goal wasn't Facebook, it was actually Instagram. I had about 11,000 followers on Instagram, and my goal was to grow it as fast as I could. So initially, I was posting one reel one time a day, and after a few months, I started ramping it up to about 2 reels per day. And since Instagram gave you the option to cross-post, which meant I could publish the exact same reel that I was publishing on Instagram to my Facebook page, I thought, why not? I've already created the content. What is it gonna hurt if I publish it to my Facebook page? I had no plan, I had no expectations, I didn't even log in to check my Facebook analytics. But then one day, something weird happened, I checked my analytics, and I noticed I had a reel that did okay on Instagram. It took off on Facebook, but I wasn't enrolled in Facebook's ads on reel program, so I wasn't making any money from these reels. And not every reel took off on Facebook, but quite a few had several 100,000 views. And even though I wasn't making money, even though I didn't care about growing the page, all of a sudden I actually started getting new followers. So I think at that point in time, I had around 20,000, maybe 25,000 followers at the beginning of 2024. It wasn't until the fall that I finally hit 50,000. But then in May 2024, something unexpected popped up. I saw a payout notification for $137. And I thought, what is this? Like, Facebook is paying me? Like, pay me for what? Then I realized it was because of a picture that I uploaded. It wasn't even a picture, it was actually a screenshot of somebody's Twitter post that I thought was funny. So I shared it on my Facebook page because I thought it was hilarious, but I never imagined I would get paid for it. So I kept testing a few things. The next month I made $500. The month after that, I went back down to like $180. Fast forward a few months later, I had my first 5-figure month, so I made $10,000. Now I'm sharing all this because I've had so many people reach out and they want to know, how long does it take to get monetized on Facebook? So that's why I want to take some time and show you my analytics. I want to show you back in the beginning when I wasn't even trying to grow the page. I want to show you how much I was posting, the things that were working, the things that weren't working, and then what was the driving force going from $137 to making over $150,000 this year. So let's go ahead and hop over to my screen. Here is my Facebook page. I'm going to show you the analytics. At the time of this recording, 363,000 followers. Now, if we go into Meta Business Suite. So I went back all the way to February 1st, 2024 up until October 1st of this year. You can see here, February 1st, 0 follows. February 2nd, 0 follows. 13th, 0 follows. 3 follows. Back in February, I just started posting to Instagram. Once again, didn't care about growing the Facebook page. It was around this time where I had a spike. So in April 15th, I gained 4,275 followers on my Facebook page. Let me go ahead and show you what that post was. It was actually a reel. It was this one right here. This one took off, had about 2.2 million reach. At that particular time, that was the most viewed, most reached post reel that I had. Funny enough, once again, I'm not trying to grow on Facebook. This exact same reel was posted on Instagram, and I think it did okay on Instagram. It didn't do that great, if I'm being honest, but it did exceptionally well on Facebook. I'm not in the ads on reel program. Even if I was, I think that the music that I used back in the day was copyrighted and Facebook wouldn't pay you. So even if I was in the ads on reel program, I wouldn't have made a dime from this. But at this point in time, I don't even know anything about ads on reels. I don't know anything about the performance bonus. I don't even know that you can get paid on Facebook. So I didn't really care. I'm not making any money. And also this reel did not do very good on Instagram. So what does this really do for me? So that was April 11th. I had another one in May, get almost 900,000 reach. I had one in April, get 800,000 reach. Another one in April, get 584,000 reach. And if you come back to this graph here, you can see there's one that went viral, and I started adding some followers, 100 a day, 15, really not a lot going on during that whole stretch. Like, I'm getting more followers. It wasn't until around October, November when things really started to take off. But before things took off in November, December, there was a payout, as I mentioned, for $137. Let me show you what happened there. These are all the picture posts that I published in the month of May. There's not a lot. As you can see, I was still posting reels. Those are the ones that were helping me gain followers, but I wasn't making any money. And this was the post that I mentioned earlier. So found this post on X, this guy named Greg ordered a triple cheeseburger with everything removed. And the idea was a social experiment to see would the DoorDasher bring him what he ordered, a triple cheeseburger with nothing on it. Basically, he was trying to get a box. So all I wrote was, oh my gosh, this is why I love Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. I'll add more screenshots of how it all played out. I totally want to try this with Starbucks just to see what I could do. Zero intention of making any money from this post. Zero intention. I just thought it was funny. This is my kind of sense of humor. So I shared it to my page. Now, unfortunately, I can't share with you how much I made exactly from this because this was part of Facebook's performance bonus program. This is their older legacy program that got rolled into their new content monetization program, and how this program worked every single month it reset. So unless I actually took a screenshot for that month, I can't show you the earnings, which is super annoying. But I have to assume between that post and a few other picture posts, that once again didn't get a lot of reach. But when you add all that together, it ended up being $137. So at this point, I'm still slightly confused. Probably more than slightly. I still don't understand why Facebook paid me for uploading pictures. Like, it still doesn't really make sense, but I'm intrigued. Oh yes, I'm intrigued. So now I want to test a few things. I want to see what other images I can post that could maybe go viral where I can make some extra money on Facebook. So in June, I remembered there was this tweet, and I think this is something I had already posted on my Facebook page months prior. It was this tweet that looks like it was Taylor Swift's old boyfriend, and I republished this on my page. It got 3.2 million reach, over 12,000 likes, and 156 shares. So this post, in combination with, I believe, these two right here, I had this one and then this one as well, that both got really good reach. So this one got 405,000 reach. So a combination of these two helped me make $500 that month. At this point, I feel like I've cracked the code. Like, I know what to post. I know what's going to go viral. I know what's going to give me the most views and hopefully make me even more money. Let's go to July. The most reached post I had in the month of July hit 30,000. That's it, 30,000. And I'm like, oh crap. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. After that $529 month there, 187 the following month, $136, $355, $409. And if I recall correctly, I believe Instagram was paying back then for their reels, but still don't really care about Facebook, still not giving the love. But then I had two decent months here in November, and then again, December, January. What I'm showing you here, this is the performance bonus. So this is all based off of images. Also running is ads on reel. So here's my actual payouts from Facebook. Let's go to December 19th, 2024. You saw a $2,800 payout. So if we look at the details here, you've got $1,900 from ads on reels, and then you got $929 from their performance bonus. So basically getting paid for images. And then here we have in January, getting paid $10,705. We look at the details there. We've got 4,300 ads on reels and then 6,300 on their performance bonus. When I am doing this, everything that I'm posting, once again, I'm cross-posting from Instagram straight to Facebook. Any pictures that I am publishing, I'm publishing directly to Facebook. I'm not using any sort of scheduling app. So even though I'm making money, there is really no clear system. There is no clear process. I am just straight shotgunning it, hoping something works. And just to prove it to you, I'm going to take you into Buffer. This is the scheduling tool that I currently use. So this shows you, I hadn't even signed up for Buffer yet. So in November 2024, I've got nothing. I've got one post. I don't even know why that's even showing up. I forgot exactly when I signed up. Somewhere in November, maybe December. But if we go to the following month, December 2024, here's where you can see, okay, now I'm going to start scheduling things out. So on December the 4th, I've got something going live at 3:16 a.m., 9:03, 9:45, 1:25, 5:45, 8:35. So now I'm starting to post more consistently. I'm starting to take it seriously. Now I have some momentum. I have one $10,000 payout. I have another $10,000 payout. I think things are good. All right. I think I really have cracked the code this time. And then all of a sudden this happens. I went from making 10,000 to 1681. What in the world happened? Here's what happened. And for those that really want to take Facebook monetization seriously, you're going to want to listen up. Facebook takes their community guidelines very seriously. And I posted something that I thought was funny. It was actually a satire. It was meant to be a parody post, but it got fact checked. I have since removed my post because my post got flagged. I tried to file a review, but Facebook flagged it. They didn't take away my content monetization, but it did affect my distribution. But this is pretty much the exact same thing I posted on my Facebook page. It was an AI image of a Temu or Temu factory, however you pronounce it, and it was meant to be funny. It said, today, a 57,000 square foot Temu warehouse in China caught fire, resulting in an estimated total inventory loss of $56.19. It was supposed to be funny. My post got flagged by somebody, it got fact checked, which then just hurt my distribution, which then affected my earnings. At this point, Facebook is not my main thing. It was meant to be a side hustle. And anytime I get flagged for something that's stupid, I don't know. I guess I took it personal because I'm like, screw it. I don't even care about this. I've got other things I'm working on. I'm gonna go focus on that. I'm still gonna post to Facebook just because, yes, it's extra money, but I really didn't care, or I didn't think that there was any real potential to make anything more than what I've already made. And that's reflected in the next month where I made $3,000 from the performance bonus. But then it was the following month, and it was a combination of a few different things. It was a combination of me watching some YouTube videos, seeing other creators that are making 5 figures a month. It was looking at other pages in my niche that were publishing a lot. And when I mean a lot, I saw people publishing 20, 30, 40 times per day. So this is the point where, okay, I'm going to start being intentional. I'm going to start posting a lot more times per day. I think I was posting about 8 times per day, ended up increasing that to 12 times per day. And as you see my earnings going up, 11,000, 24,000, 19,000, this is when I'm taking it seriously. This is when I'm posting up to 20 some times per day. And if you're wondering, why did it drop off here, 19,000, why did it go down there? That is because on July 11th, this is when I switched over from the performance bonus program into the new content monetization program. So here's my total payouts. There's 15,000 in June, 30,000 in July, 35,000 in August, and then $39,000 in September. And just so you can get an idea, so this was like the highest month I had. I think over 300 million views that month, in the month of August. Just so you can get an idea of how much I was publishing. So in the month of August, I think I had over 300 million views just in the month of August. How did that happen? It's because I was publishing a lot. Here is, I think, July 31st. Let's look at August 1st. 1, 2, 3, and then 28 more posts. Boom. That day, I published 31 times. And that's what I was doing for a while. I have scaled it back some just because it was a lot to manage. And also, I recognize that going from 24 to 30, there actually wasn't an increase. I think it actually hurt my reach. So with your page, you got to find what is that sweet spot. So if you have like 0 followers, you probably don't want to be publishing 20 some times per day. Like, it's going to be overkill. You're not going to get the reach. I think a sweet spot is publishing anywhere from 5 to 8 times per day. Whether you're a new creator or you have a page with over 300,000 followers, especially if you're not publishing consistent. Because what I discovered when I was publishing 8 times per day and I increased that to 12 times per day, you know what happened? Everything went up. Views went up, impressions went up, my followers went up. So I went from 12 a day to 16 a day. Same thing happened. Everything went up. 16 a day to 20 a day. Everything went up. You just have to keep testing to see what works on your page, what resonates with your audience, and pay attention to your analytics. So if you've been posting and not getting results, like, I get it. It took me months of confusion and frustration before I finally figured it out. But once I finally made that decision that I'm going to go all in, everything changed. So if you already have an existing page, or if you want to start a brand new Facebook page and you want to take advantage of this opportunity with Facebook's content monetization program, but you don't know how, check out my course, Get Paid to Post. Everything that I just broke down in this video, I break down even more so that you have an exact system on when to post, what to post, how to use AI, and some amazing tools to make it so much more efficient, where you can post a week's worth of content in only a few hours. Of all the things I built online, between my blog, my YouTube channel, my podcast, there's no question making money on Facebook is the easiest thing that I've ever done. But if you want more information about the course, I'll have a link in the description. Be sure to check it out. Also, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, or if you got any value, be sure to like, subscribe. I appreciate your time. Until next time, peace.